Hello and welcome to Luna English Podcast. I'm Luna, and as I sit here, the rain is gently tapping against my window. It's one of those soft, steady rains that makes everything feel a little quieter, a little more reflective. I've got a warm cup of tea beside me, and I hope wherever you are, you're comfortable too. If you find this episode helpful or calming, do consider liking and subscribing. It helps me know these gentle conversations are reaching you. Today, I want to invite you to pause with me and consider what it truly means to live a rich life. Not the kind of richness that's measured in numbers or possessions, but the kind that's felt quietly, deep inside. So often, we're taught to chase after more money, more achievements, more things. But sometimes, when we finally reach those goals, we're left with a strange emptiness, as if something essential is still missing. I've found that the questions we ask ourselves shape the lives we build. Instead of asking, "How can I get more?" what if we asked, "What brings me peace? When do I feel most present? Who do I feel truly connected to?" These questions open the door to a different kind of wealth. One that isn't about accumulation, but about presence, peace, and meaningful connection. I remember a day not long ago when I simply stopped for a moment. I noticed the warmth of my tea, the comfort of a kind word from a friend, the way the rain sounded on the roof. None of these things cost anything, but they filled me up in a way that no purchase ever could. That's the quiet wealth I want to explore with you today. Let's talk about time. It's easy to overlook, but time is perhaps our most precious resource. We can always earn more money, but we can never make more time. How we spend our hours shapes the texture of our days and, ultimately, our lives. I think there's something powerful in being intentional with our time. Even small pockets, a few minutes in the morning, a quiet walk, a moment to listen to the world waking up, can become treasures if we protect them. Maybe it's turning off your phone for a while, or simply sitting in silence with a cup of tea, letting your thoughts settle. I remember one morning when I chose to move slowly. Instead of rushing through my routine, I let myself linger. I listened to the rain, wrote a few lines in my journal, and noticed how different the whole day felt. It wasn't about doing more, but about being more present. That's the subtle difference between a busy life and a full one. There's another kind of wealth that's easy to overlook: kindness. Love and kindness are invisible currencies, enriching both the giver and the receiver. Sometimes it's the smallest gestures, a gentle word, a smile, a moment of true listening, that create the deepest sense of abundance. I've seen this in my own teaching. There have been times when a simple word of encouragement has changed everything for a student. Just letting someone know you see their effort or that you appreciate their presence can spark a quiet transformation. These moments don't cost anything, but they nourish us in ways that last. In our busy world, it can feel strange to seek out silence or solitude. But I believe that setting aside even a little time each day for quiet can be deeply restorative. It's in these moments of stillness that we reconnect with ourselves and find clarity. You might try creating a small daily ritual, perhaps journaling, meditating, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts. These pauses between activities aren't empty. They're opportunities for reflection and gentle growth. The stillness between the notes, as they say, is what makes the music. One practice that's helped me is setting a gentle intention each morning. It doesn't have to be grand, just a quiet promise to yourself about how you want to move through the day. Maybe it's to be patient, or to notice small joys, or to offer kindness where you can. I also keep a gratitude jar. Whenever I notice a moment of joy or kindness, I write it down and add it to the jar. Over time, these small notes become a reminder of the abundance that's already present in everyday life. And every so often, I check in with myself. Are my days nourishing me? Am I living in a way that feels rich and full? If not, I make gentle adjustments. Quiet wealth isn't something we keep to ourselves. It grows when we share it. One way to begin is by writing down 3 peaceful or connecting moments each day, just for yourself. Then try offering a small act of kindness to someone else. It could be a compliment, a note, or simply your full attention. At the end of the week, reflect on these experiences. Notice where living intentionally brought you unexpected joy or connection. These are the moments that reinforce your commitment to a mindful, abundant life. Mindful presence is a practice, not a destination. You might start each day with a short exercise, focusing on your breath or quietly observing your surroundings. This helps to ground you, to bring you back to the present. In conversation, try listening fully without planning your response. It's a simple shift, but it can deepen your connections. And perhaps once a week, set aside a period for a digital detox. No screens, no social media, just time to reconnect with yourself and the world around you. True abundance begins within. Practicing self-compassion, offering yourself gentle affirmations, or simply acknowledging your efforts can help you feel more whole. Sometimes I create a visual reminder of my values, like a vision board or a personal mantra, to keep me anchored in what matters. Reflective journaling at the end of the day is another way to notice moments of quiet wealth. Over time, you may find that these small practices contribute more to your well-being than anything you could buy. Let's return to the idea of sharing. Each day, write down 3 moments that brought you peace or connection. Then, reach out to someone with a small act of kindness. It could be as simple as a kind word or a thoughtful message. At the end of the week, look back and celebrate the moments where living with intention brought you joy. This gentle reflection helps reinforce your commitment to a mindful, rich life. Each morning, set a small intention to embody the quiet wealth you wish to cultivate, perhaps patience, gratitude, or presence. Throughout the day, practice simple acts of kindness, like leaving a supportive note or offering a genuine compliment. At the end of the week, reflect on the moments when you shared your inner richness. Consider how you might deepen these practices, allowing your sense of fulfillment and connection to grow. Try creating a new daily ritual that enhances your sense of peaceful abundance. It could be a morning gratitude walk or an evening reflection. Commit to practicing it consistently. Reach out to someone in your life with a heartfelt message or gesture, acknowledging their presence and your appreciation. At the end of each week, take a few minutes to review your experiences with mindful living and quiet wealth, noting any new insights or ways you can nurture your inner richness further. Consider creating a personal sanctuary, a space dedicated to quiet reflection and replenishment. It doesn't have to be elaborate, just a corner with things that evoke peace and inspiration, like natural objects, soft lighting, or calming colours. Establish a regular routine for spending time in this sanctuary, whether daily or weekly. This strengthens your connection with inner abundance and helps sustain your mindful practices. You might begin by designating a specific spot in your home as your personal reflection sanctuary. Decorate it with items that bring you peace, a favourite book, a plant, or calming artwork. Set a weekly intention to try a new quiet activity, like gentle stretching, mindful cooking, or listening to soothing sounds. Keep a journal to track your daily experiences of quiet wealth, noting moments of serenity and insights gained. Quiet wealth grows when shared. Look for opportunities to bring mindfulness or gratitude into your community, perhaps by hosting a small gathering focused on these themes. Practice active presence during your interactions, truly listening and engaging with empathy. Small, meaningful acts of kindness, like complimenting a neighbour or volunteering, can foster deeper connections and inspire others. You might also seek out local groups or events centred around mindfulness, gratitude, or service. Sharing your experiences and practices in these spaces can deepen your connections and foster mutual understanding. Consider implementing small acts of kindness within your community, like organising a gratitude wall or a quiet reflection space. These gestures can help cultivate collective quiet wealth and encourage others to embrace mindful living. Perhaps you'd like to begin a weekly practice of hosting a quiet wealth circle, a space where friends or community members share their moments of inner abundance and mindful living. You could also create a gratitude challenge for yourself and others, writing down 3 new quiet moments each day for a month and sharing your insights. Or develop a personal project like a photo journal or a gratitude playlist to capture and share your journey of quiet wealth. To sustain your quiet wealth, try setting aside 5 minutes each evening to reflect on moments of quiet abundance from your day. This simple practice can reinforce your awareness of inner wealth. Incorporate gentle rituals into your weekly routine, such as a nature walk or a creative activity, to deepen your connection with calm and clarity. And consider simplifying one area of your life, whether it's your physical space, digital presence, or commitments, to create more room for peace and presence. Quiet wealth isn't just for ourselves. Explore ways to extend your inner richness into your daily interactions and community involvement. Look for opportunities to mentor or support others in cultivating their own quiet wealth. You might develop a personal story or message that encapsulates your journey, sharing it through a blog, social media, or a conversation to inspire others to find their own abundance. Think about meaningful ways to incorporate your quiet wealth into daily interactions, offering a listening ear or simply being a calming presence. Seek opportunities to support others, perhaps through mentoring or hosting small group reflections. Sharing your story, whether online or in person, can inspire wider community engagement and help others discover their own quiet abundance. If you're just beginning, start with a daily practice of reflective silence. 5 minutes each morning or evening to sit peacefully and acknowledge your inner abundance. You might also create a peace playlist of soothing sounds or music to return to whenever you